Hey everyone, so you've almost made it through your whole week and now the weekend is upon us and people may need or feel like you want something to kind of snack on or a little treat. So I'm going to show you a simple and healthy preparation again for kale. You've probably heard of kale chips and maybe you've even made them or you've tried them in the store, but I'm just going to show you how quick and easy it actually is to make these yourself. So I've already taken my kale, just a bunch of kale, just one of the regular bags, it was 200 grams, stripped it off the stalks or the stems like I've already shown you before in a different demo video. And now I've got it in little bite-sized small pieces. I've torn, actually I didn't even use my knife, I just tore the big leaves down into little bite-sized pieces, and the next step that we're going to do is really just drizzle about a dessert spoon or a tablespoon or so of olive oil. I don't want to go too overboard because I don't want it to get too greasy. Oh, another key point here is the leaves are very dry. I don't have a salad spinner, but after washing them, I have left them out for a while to get nice and dry. If there's any moisture on them, they won't crisp up as well and they'll get kind of soggy in the oven. So make sure that your leaves have set out to dry, and then we will just drizzle them with whatever oil. If you want melted coconut oil, olive oil, avocado oil, I just have the extra virgin olive oil on hand. So I'm just gonna kind of drizzle it over on top. Maybe 2 spoonfuls. It's not an exact science. And then I'm going to massage it in to the leaves. Alright, I want to make sure that they all get nice and coated. The oil is going to help them get nice and crisp in the oven. I've got the oven set on really low. For me it's like 150, I don't even know what that means. Medium, low. 300 Fahrenheit if you're in America. Or even 250 Fahrenheit in America. But I'm just going to rub this oil into each of these leaves and we'll be right back. I have massaged my oil into all the leaves. I actually added another tablespoon of the olive oil just to make sure I could get them all nice and coated. And the next step is to season per your likings, to taste. So I'm going to use a little bit of smoked paprika as usual. Just shake it out of, you know what? I'm going to put a little blend together. So I'm just going to dump a little into a bowl here. You can use a pre-blended spice. You can use curry powder, that might be nice. I'm going to add a little garlic powder. Onion granules probably won't stick very well. You want it to be kind of a nice fine seasoning here. And I'll just kind of stir that up. So it's just my paprika, smoked paprika, onion and garlic. And I want, instead of my coarse kosher salt that I usually use, finer salt is going to stick and coat a little bit better. So I have a grinder that'll kind of grind it a little bit smaller for me. So I'll just grind that over top as well. So now I'm just going to sprinkle my seasoning on top. The oil will also help the seasoning stick to the little nooks and crannies. So we'll just get that on there. And lastly, I smell that smoky paprika. Lastly, just grind. Use whatever kind of salt you have, what you like, but again, the finer grind it is, the more it'll stick. And that's all we do. Kind of toss to coat. And we're probably going to have to bake this in batches because you want a nice thin layer on your baking sheet. You can line a regular baking sheet with parchment, or what I have here, I'm just putting it directly on. But you want plenty of room. We're trying to dehydrate these. We're making them crispy. So they should be like your crisps. Kale crisp. Nice superfood for you. Finger food for munching, but you don't want them touching or curled up. You want to get it nice and flat. So it may take a couple of batches, but it will be well worth the wait. because this is a really delicious and super healthy way to get your snacking needs met, as well as increase your consumption of this awesome superfood, our kale. So that looks good. I'm putting it right in the oven, about 10 minutes. Then I'm going to rotate the tray and probably let it bake for another 10 minutes. It will vary per your oven and what your settings are. This is convection, so it'll probably be quicker. Right in the middle. And that's it. It's been about 15 minutes. Again, with the convection oven, I think it goes a little bit quicker. I turned the heat down a little more at around 10 minutes when I turned my tray and gave it a check. So there goes my timer. So as you can see, they have crisped up. They've shrunken down because the moisture has been driven off, but they're nice and crispy. And you can hear the crunch right there. So this is a good little replacement for crisps. You'll get that same satisfying crunch, the nice salty seasoned flavor, but it's actually Whole30 approved and any level that you're on approved. So again, we'll just leave this on this tray for a couple minutes to kind of cool and crisp up. I'll put them into an airtight container. I don't think that they keep for very long, but I'm not really sure. I think it depends on the moisture in the air, how wet of a day it is, which we're in Ireland. But put them in an airtight container if you don't want to eat them straight away, and they should keep for a couple of days at least, maybe. I don't know. Try it out yourself. Otherwise, just eat them as soon as you bake them. After these cool, I'll put my next batch in the oven and just do that until it's all gone. Cheers! Okay, so here's one last shot of my last tray of kale chips ready to come out of the oven. I already ate one tray of them, just waiting on these to get done. It's okay. But as you can see, they're nice and crispy. You can hear that crispy crunch. That oil has helped them get crispy. So here we go. They are delicious and really simple to make. So hope you like them.